Okay, so I have these two plans. I will tell you how to estimate some of the sizes that you find on the internet of various plans and various furniture and different things which you find on the internet. So sometimes there are no scale, sometimes there is a graphic scale like this, and sometimes there is no scale given. So how do you recognize or how do you estimate these sizes? So see, you have to be like Sherlock Holmes now. So sometimes you won't have things, but you will have you won't have directly spoon feeding will not be given to you. So what you'll have to be creative in how you could find different things uh, using Google and using the information that you have on your hand, right? So be observant of the different things that are present in the plan. So let's start with this. This is, I think, this was from Tejas's case study, right? So we have this plan. We know we have limited information in this. We have the drawing, we have the labeling of this, we have a certain area which is written here, but we don't know the x by y of this. So how would we go to find what is the sort of approximate area of this? So now what are the different things that you could look at in this that could give you a standard size? So maybe this counter could be a standard size, but then counters are also in different sizes. We have a size, the counter in our home, in our kitchen, is around 600 but is it possible that this is different? So there is also this possibility. So we can't be very sure of the counter size. So anything else which is there, maybe you could look at door, but again, depending on what kind of a storage this is, it will depend on the size. So if it's something where big things are stored, then this door would be bigger. So we don't know exactly. Now one thing which are observant here is then what is the size of this drinking water fountain and what is the size of this fire hose. Now you might not be aware of this being fire hose since you're in first year, and you might not have seen anything like this, but then this is a fire hose which is this part you might have seen in your apartment buildings or in some places like that. So this is something like that which is there. Now these are usually present in standard sizes, so you can look at the standard sizes and then estimate. So now I found this reel which is of this size, which is 540 about 540 So maybe we could take up something like 540 to 600, and this is an estimate. With this we won't get a exact dimension, but just to get an idea of how much space is there, so you could at least get a range, and then you could with more research, with more standards that you will look at in maybe Newford or Time Saver standards, you can have a fair idea on how what kind of sizes will be required for your design. So let's assume this as 540 or 600, something like that, and we could now I have made this I just inserted a square which is like this. I just format it in red so it's visible. Now I could zoom in. I will. What is happening? Okay, so I placed it here. We know this size here, this width is about 600. So now I scaled it like this to assume it. Now I get this. So now I get a reference that can be moved, that is movable. So I know now this is approximate 600. Now if I place it here in this line and then go here and like this and like this, and I can then get a fair idea of how much or what is the approximate sort of sizes of each room and each part of whatever is present here. So you will have to, it's tedious and manual work, but then if you have to do this, you will have to do this the hard way. So there's no nothing like that. So you have to then sort of check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So about 10, and then so it's 600 into 10, so it's about 6,000 means 6 meters or so space is that's the dimension here. And then maybe it's a total size of so it's here and a little bit more than that, maybe half of that, so around 300. So we already had 6,000 millimeters plus 600 plus about 300, so we almost have a size of 700 or so. So always remember that most architects will want to sort of round off things to make it look or to get that sort of to fulfill their OCD. So if it's something like this 6,900, maybe the architect would have changed it to 7,000, right, when designing. So you could assume some things, and of course when you're doing this, always write that this is an assumption, it's an approximation. Do not say that this is that. You tell them that this is an approximation. We don't know the exact thing, but I have a range for this. So you will be more so even if someone says ki arey aisa to nahi hai, but then you can tell them nahi, we didn't get, but it's just an approximation, right? So you can do that. So this is something that you can do it with where you don't have a graphical scale and you don't have any dimension. So this is that for this. The easier part is the one with graphical scale. So already there's a graphical scale in this which is present there. So you just have to I again made a box which is again for 0.5 meters, and then I can just place it wherever whatever different size I want. And so this is approximately 1.5. So about 750. The width of this is about 750, and the width of the basin here is about 500. So you can estimate the various dimensions using this method. I hope you got how to do this, and I hope you will be able to use this properly to assume or estimate the sizes. Thank you.